Many of us spend our workdays behind a desk. I do. Well, even if you don't, you probably spend time sitting to eat, watch TV, or just talk with friends and family. Back with us today is the fitness nomad, John Ashworth, to explain why all of that sitting, and it's appropriate that we're sitting, right?
That's right.
Could be killing you. You'll notice right away that John is not in our typical interview set chair. You brought along your green rocking chair. Why?
I brought, well, two reasons. I had surgery on both knees last week, so I need to be comfortable, but also just to make a point that all this sitting that we're doing is not so good for us.
You read about the recent work of a doctor at the Mayo Clinic who basically says he's discovered why some people lose weight and others don't when they're on the same regimen.
Right, and what he's discovered, he developed what he calls his magic underwear, which is a pair of underwear that you wear that has all these little electronic sensors in it, and what it measures all day long is how much you're actually moving outside of what you're doing when you're exercising.
What did he find? We have a graphic we want people to be able to see as you discuss this.
Right, so what he found, this is very compelling, that the obese subjects only had about 1,500 daily movements and 10 hours of sitting a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. And then the Jamaican farmers that he measured, 5,000 daily movements and only 5 hours of sitting. So that's like a complete reversal of the amount of activity that's going on between the obese subject and a farmer who's leaner.
And doesn't necessarily have to be that he's running for all of those hours, but just doing normal work, chores around the house, not being sedentary.
Right.
What's the difference in calorie burn?
The difference in calorie burn, the minute you sit, like we're sitting right now,
oh, great,
your metabolism slows down. So you're now burning only about 1 calorie per minute. Versus if you got up and walked down the hall, you'd be burning 2/3 more calories.
So a great way to put this into practice is take the stairs versus the elevator. Just that little adjustment.
Right, those little adjustments. So you still need to exercise, you still need to eat right, but you got to look for opportunities all day long to move more often.
What happens physiologically when we're sitting?
When you sit, like I said, your calorie burn, your metabolism slows way down, but literally immediately your body's sensitivity to insulin, which is so important for metabolizing sugar, is reduced, and your cholesterol gets worse. So you go to work, you sit all day long. By the time you're in your car commuting home, you're on your way to some bad stuff. Yeah,
so this is a good reason. You can tell your boss if you're up running around. I'll start doing laps around the newsroom. He's going to think that I'm crazy. How can we best ensure weight loss success? Part of this is that people don't accurately monitor their own activity, right?
Right. So the big frustration people have, and what they find in the research, is you put people on the same program, one person will lose weight, one won't. Because the person that's losing weight is moving more often throughout the day. It's the conscious movement, it's the subconscious movement, but they're looking for opportunities all day long to move. They're also documenting more clearly what are they actually doing. People underreport what they eat and overreport how much they exercise on a continual basis.
Right, so accountability is another we've talked about that before. One more study I want to mention, and I'm kidding around with John earlier because I said you're going to try and kill my ratings here with this.
That's right.
But in the interest of honesty and good reporting and information, you found a study that actually shows a pretty frightening statistic.
Yeah, so for every additional hour that you watch TV, in a study of 9,000 Australians, every hour of TV that you watch increase the risk of early death by 11%.
So, we'll hope that your only TV viewing is the news right here on NBC 15.
Right.
John, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And if you would like to read his blog, goes into much more detail on how sitting all day could be killing you. It is a serious subject. We want you to log onto our web channel and click on news links. I hope your niece